I'm back. All right. Well, we made it through the Bourbon County lineup of 2023. So I've got a lot of barrel aged stouts just sitting around that I don't get too often. So I figured I'd change it up. Tonight we've got barrel aged Cuppa Stuffff. This is from Maplewood Brewing in Chicago. I had never heard of this specific beer until I started going to FOBAB, which is Festival of Wood and Barrel Aged Beers, and meads and ciders and stuff like that. But it's in Chicago every year, usually I think the first weekend in November, I think. Anyway, it's great, but that's kind of how I knew that Maplewood actually made some really good barrel aged stuff, along with Half Acre. I didn't know about Benthic. Or really a lot of those other Chicago places with the limited releases. I just kind of used to be the Bourbon County tater guy who would just buy that stuff. And then some of my places back home or Distill down in Bloomington, Dos Vidania, some of those things. But anyway, I tried this one a couple years ago at FOBAB, and I've liked it ever since. I don't always get it, just because it's tough for me being out in the suburbs to make it into the city. Anyway, so Imperial Stout Ale brewed with vanilla beans, cacao nibs, hex coffee, plus natural flavors. So cool can. Nothing super special, just kind of the gold, kind of shiny, pretty cool. And then obviously the little cup of coffee there. This one I did get out of the fridge about 20 minutes ago, so it is a little more warmed up. Like I said, for my own purposes, when I'm doing it on my own tasting terms, I like to start out of the cellar temp, or from my fridge where it's slightly chilled, work my way up. But this one, like I said, I kind of got out maybe 15-20 minutes ago, just so we can cut straight to the point there. No special glass, just a regular old snifter. Oh, baby. It's like fucking motor oil. So like that already, the viscosity pouring that, you guys probably can't hear it. Which, hey, look, it's me. Much more thick than any of the Bourbon County offerings, at least based on look and sound. Anyway, I don't have much to say about this one. It's obviously one of their regularly yearly things. In general, Cuppa is coffee stout, if I remember correctly, obviously with the name Cuppa. This one apparently just adds some extra stuff. 13% ABV. This is the 2023 release. Cheers. Oh man, that smells fucking great. So this nose blows any of the Bourbon County ones away, as far as I'm concerned. It has like that soft kind of coconut kind of base smell that most barrel-aged stouts have. I know it doesn't specifically list coconut on here, but I can almost assure you that there's some coconut in here, or like in the base process or something. And if I'm wrong, feel free to call me out in the comments. And definitely got that coffee. This just smells like what I've become accustomed to really fucking enjoying for barrel-aged stouts. Yeah, that's great. Mm. Oh yeah. Without question, not in any way provocative, this is fucking way better than any of the Bourbon County stuff this year, like by a long shot. I don't even think it's close. Finish is here for a long time. The mouthfeel, as I kind of alluded to in pouring it, just so much more fucking syrupy, thick, viscous, which that's what I want, man. Like barrel-aged beers nowadays, they don't have to be adjuncted, but they need to have that velvety, smooth, thick-ass texture. It's just, that's me personally. You know, not everyone will like it that way. But man, that's good. So this is, once again, Maplewood barrel-aged Cuppa Stuff with 4 Fs. Vanilla beans, cacao nibs. By the way, cocoa? I don't know. It's obviously not cocoa, but I've always thought it was. But it's not said that way. So somebody call me out and tell me how to fucking pronounce it because I'm stupid. Hex coffee and natural flavors. This is fucking excellent. If you can get your hands on one, these are ones I think I split with my buddy Jay. I got a 2-pack of each. This one, and there was one called Cuppa Select. I had that one on its own separately one night. It was pretty good. This one is better. I think this one is definitely better based on memory alone. Oh yeah, that is very, very good. It's kind of all over, chocolatey. You definitely get the coffee. Finish is long. Yeah. Like I said, it doesn't explicitly say coconut, but I'm definitely getting some coconut hints in there. Yeah, the vanilla definitely kind of gives it that smooth texture too. That's something else that I kind of forget about. Vanilla always kind of gives it that little boost. Anyway, I mean, I don't really need to go too much further into this. This is really fucking good. I think this was $30 for a 2-pack, so essentially $15 a pop. In terms of, and this is something I didn't address on the other ones. I don't know secondary values of these beers or anything like that. I am, for the most part, not a advocate for secondary markets. You know, for the most part, if you want to buy something, drink it, or if you want to buy something, you know, and trade it with someone else, friend or someone else for whatever. Like if you get Bottle Logic, but I get this, or I get more, and you get Goose Island, I don't know, whatever. Like I'm for that, but some of the secondary prices on things are crazy, you know. And that's not to say I don't participate. Unfortunately, it's kind of how the world works with bourbon. But for secondary on beer market, I just don't know shit about it. But anyway, if you ever come across these, this is a definite fucking buy. This is really good. Or if someone has one and wants to trade you for something, absolutely do it. Let's take one more sip. Yeah, it's just chewy and good. The finish obviously on the first and second sip better, but then obviously your kind of palate gets a little more accustomed to it, so it's a little shorter on the back end pours. But those first few sips, man, like those are great. I would say overall, I would give this a solid probably 8.6, somewhere around there. I would say based on first few sips, definitely on the high end of that. On the subsequent sips, excuse me, probably still at least an 8.4, 8.5. But you know, after your tongue gets used to it, it's expected that it's not gonna be as good. And this is slightly chilled, just to kind of re-clarify. This is slightly chilled at best, so it's basically room temp with a little bit of cold on it, but not much. Yeah. And if you let it sit there a little longer, you definitely get some more of the coffee. But up front, chocolate, kind of soft, that smooth vanilla type. And like I said, me personally, I associate that kind of smooth and that nose with coconut. But maybe I'm just dumb and the whole time it's been vanilla. Who knows? Anyway, like I said, probably a solid 8.6-ish. This is great. If you find it, buy it. If you see it next year, buy it. Barrel-aged Cuppa. So from Maplewood in Chicago. Chicago, baby. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll try to do some more of these videos. I'm going to try to do them in a little more structured way, but still do them first impressions and then kind of go from there, just because I think it's a little more honest, to just drink it and say what I think, even if it's not right, rather than, oh, hey, these were aged. I researched this, and they were aged for 14 months in an Elijah Craig barrel from this rick house, and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's great for marketing, but I'm just telling you what I taste and if you should buy it and what I rate it as. So anyway, thanks for stopping in. Have a great night, and I'll see you next time. Later.